What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a patch information video regarding patch 5.21 on PlayStation and patch 5.2.0.1 on Xbox One, otherwise known as the Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth patch. It was released today, the 20th of December 2018, and is approximately between 250 and 300 megabytes, although depending on what system you're playing on, you will need more space. On the PlayStation, you'll need at least 4.14 gigabytes worth of space and 7.24 gigabytes of space on the Xbox. Now this patch obviously introduces Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth as well as all the associated loot and changes that come with that specific hunt, and it comes with one weapon change and a few minor bug fixes. Anyway, first let's talk about Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth. The Banquet of the Earthen Hall, its name has been changed to the Fury of El Dorado, and the Banquet will no longer be available. It will always be Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth from now on. This is a major addition to the game. So to take part in the quest, you have to go up to the Gathering Hub, and then through the efforts of everyone involved in the Gathering Hub taking on the siege, you'll repel Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth. Now things seem relatively similar. She does have a few new moves, but during the testing of her, apart from the Fury phase that she goes into, which makes her hit a lot harder, it didn't seem too difficult, especially for an Arch Tempered monster. However, the main reason to do this special hunt is for the loot. They've added a new Rainbow Frame Appraisal weapons to the list. These can potentially give us incandescent weapons. Now I have only got a few so far, I'll be displaying them on screen at the moment, and for the most part they don't seem to have purple sharpness, unfortunately, but they all come with either critical status or critical element. So they have the Zora Magdaros and Rathalos sets built into them. So it increases the damage of elements on your weapon when you crit a monster. Some of these weapons look incredibly good, thanks to having these set bonuses built into the weapons. However, I'll save passing judgment until I've actually seen them all. So that is the main reason why we'll want to go for the weapons. As a result as well, they have reworked the existing weapons from the Kulve Taroth siege to make them, well, easier to obtain. On top of that as well, the amount of rainbow boxes you can get is dependent on how well you do in the Kulve Taroth siege. So basically they've given us new objectives to consider when taking on the siege. For example, out of the two new objectives I've seen, which both added 2 extra Rainbow Frame Appraisal weapons to your loot pool, if you manage to do them, included Single Run Siege Complete. So basically you do Kulve Taroth in just one run, which means players who quit out after the 3rd phase, they won't be able to get this bonus loot. But doing it in one run means you have to have high DPS with minimum downtime. I personally also saw the goal of 2 extra boxes for breaking Kulve Taroth's horns while she was in Fury mode. So it's definitely worth trying to bring down Kulve Taroth in one run, or try to break her horns when she's enraged. The Kulve Taroth Gamma Armor has also been added to the game. However, you don't need Kulve Taroth tickets to actually craft them. Instead, the rare material, apart from the Kulve Taroth gem, is the Kulve Taroth Emperor Nuggets that you get from completing the siege. Overall though, Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth to me really actually didn't feel like a Arch Tempered monster. The other Arch Tempered monsters I've experienced and faced have been far more deadly and threatening. I am disappointed in some respects that there are no weapons that go to purple sharpness, although that would have made any weapon from the Kulve Taroth siege far surpass any other weapon that we can craft, which I don't think would be, well, fair, having the best weapons locked behind RNG as it is. Nonetheless, the incandescent weapons are some of the best elemental and status weapons in the game, so they are well worth going for. They may not be universally the best, but they are some of the best in their categories. Like I said though, as for the siege itself, it didn't feel like an Arch Tempered monster whatsoever, and in all honesty I can see this getting rather dull quickly. However, it is definitely going to be worth doing a few times to try to get your hands on some of the incandescent weapons as well as the Kulve Taroth Gamma Armor. I would be interested to see a list of all the Kulve Taroth incandescent weapons, so if anyone actually has a list, or if you've been able to get your hands on any, leave a comment down below with the information. But anyway, what else came with this patch? Well, first of all, in regards to bug fixes with weapons, they changed a few things with the gun lance. Well, they fixed a bug where a player would perform a backstep with the player facing to the left if the player performed a neutral evade, so X or A on its own, within 0.3 seconds of performing a guard with the analog stick. And they also fixed an unintentional bug where the gun lance's worm stake cannon would continuously hit a monster if it connected as they began digging underground until it came up from underneath the ground. It has now been fixed so the worm stake cannon will end once the digging underground animation is over. So this applies to monsters like Gyarados, Lavasiov, Kulve Taroth, so on and so forth. With miscellaneous bug fixes, they fixed a bug where players would be displayed in high resolution textures when restarting the game from base, but players and NPC textures would appear in low resolution once you've departed on a quest or expedition. They've also fixed some localization bugs to English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian, Brazil, Portuguese, Polish and Arabic. Capcom have also announced that this patch also contains other minor bug fixes, but they haven't stated what these are. So there we have it, that is patch 5.21, otherwise known as the Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth patch. In some respects it's nice that there are new weapons, but in my personal opinion, it's just a shame that they're behind Kulve Taroth still. And even though she is Arch Tempered, it doesn't make the fights any more appealing. But anyway, that's just my opinion. What's your thoughts on Arch Tempered Kulve Taroth and the patch? Leave a comment down below. And until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a patch information video regarding patch 5.21 or patch 5.2.0.1 for Monster Hunter World. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.